You might have recently heard of the tragic story of baby Samuel in Australia, or even seen some of the pictures of this tiny baby who briefly survived an abortion but was left untended in a hospital until he died. The only outcry from that hospital was shock that the information was released, as it might affect patient privacy, never mind a child's death. Now, it's always easy, isn't it, to point a finger and criticise, particularly if it's a country far away. We'd be naive, though, to think that this never happens here in the UK. I've certainly heard more than once from mothers who've had late-term abortions here and knew that their baby briefly survived because they saw them move or even heard them cry. We're currently debating so-called decriminalisation of abortion, which in reality means women could have late-term abortions right up to birth in their own homes. If it's horrific to think of babies being born alive in hospitals after an abortion goes wrong, how much more horrific will that be for the woman or teenager going through an abortion in the isolation of their own bedroom or bathroom? But what's the alternative, I hear you say? We don't want lots of women in prison from attempted late-term illegal abortions, do we? The way to prevent people going to prison isn't to make everything legal. Vulnerable and viable children, if we're talking about late-term abortions, deserve protection in law. And women deserve to be protected from the dangers of late-term abortions too. What is the answer then? Well, this problem only started when pills by post was introduced during the COVID era, and then it became a permanent fixture. People warned of the dangers of allowing women to be sent abortion pills through the post without even speaking to a doctor, let alone seeing one, and without having a scan. But their cries were ignored and abortion rates rocketed. 54,000 women have been hospitalised from abortion complications over just 5 years, and more women than ever have had illegal late-term abortions through misdating their pregnancy, whether intentionally or not. So the simple solution? Ban pills by post, ban home abortions. Why on earth wouldn't we do this? Because there's money to be made out of women having an abortion, not through her keeping the baby. And because staff at abortion centres or hospitals don't want the trauma of seeing the aftermath of an abortion, whether that's a successful one where the baby dies or one that fails and the baby is born alive. They'd rather women deal with this in their own homes. Don't be misled. This isn't about caring for women. Women deserve support and protection when they're at their most vulnerable. Late-term abortions at home aren't about caring for anyone. Not mothers, physically, emotionally, or psychologically, and certainly not for children, as the tragically short life of little baby Samuel has shown us all.